Hey, who would have thought we'd be doing another bar talk this soon? And it's actually on a different day. It is after WrestleMania. It is April 8th at the time of this recording, 2019.
10:30 in the morning.
10:30 in the morning, yet again, because this is the only day I have off this week. So it's the only time I can possibly do this. So we said, fuck
Let's
it.
do it.
Let's do another recording 2 days after. Not even 2 days, really just one day.
It's just got all recovered.
Yeah, it's literally been like 24 hours maybe since you were last here. So let's go over the card, shall we? She says she's going to convince me to watch this WrestleMania. Okay, make your argument.
You worked.
Yes, I worked. I didn't see it.
I watched.
Yes, make your case. All right, shut up. I'm going to watch it anyway.
Yeah.
From what I heard, the card was very... and looking at the results, the card... Like, I was really kind of expecting a lot of people to be disappointed, and a lot of people to just be sad when it was all said and done, but no.
A lot of happy endings.
No, a lot of happy endings, so I imagine it's probably going to be, for me, an enjoyable card, even if the matches may not all be that great. It's like, well, you'll get a finish that you like.
Yeah.
Pre-show, Tony Nese versus Buddy Murphy for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship.
The bits that I saw looked nice.
You got to see Tony Nese's abs.
Yeah, because last time you were like, oh, he got all...
He's the ab man.
And I was like, the what? And then he walked out, and I was like, oh, okay, yep.
Oh, right, abs,
yeah.
yes.
Buddy Murphy ends up with the bloody eye. I try not to pay too much attention, because I already knew I was going to be wanting to die. But so I was like, let's just pay slight attention. But yeah, seemed okay. Seemed good.
From what I heard from people, I heard that it was actually a very good match. People really, really enjoyed it. It went 10 minutes, is what I'm seeing here, and Tony Nese wins. I forgot what his finisher is, so I don't even know.
I know he like kicked out or got to or was around the rope for Murphy's Law.
Yes, that is which is a cool looking fucking finisher. WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal for the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal Trophy, which I didn't see. So
it was
to me, it's a battle royal, and
yeah, like
I'm
it didn't really
time,
matter.
I'm looking at the time, and it says 10 minutes 30 seconds.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it didn't really matter.
Care.
I got to see Kairi Sane. She did her pirate yell, which is always nice.
And then probably got eliminated.
Yeah, it was weird because the people that you're like, oh shit, it's them because they were doing things, obviously are gonna get eliminated. So like Kyrie, Nikki Cross, you're like, oh yeah, they're they. Okay, you're gone. It looked like it was coming down to Asuka, Sonya Deville, and Sarah Logan. Sarah Logan gets rid of Asuka and Sonya Deville, and I'm like, oh shit, what is happening here? Nope, Carmella was hiding all along. And, and it was at that moment I was like, oh.
They've done that before.
Yeah.
They did it in NXT.
Yeah.
Back when, funny enough, it was Asuka and Eva Marie at the end. And I think Eva Marie somehow eliminated Asuka, and everybody almost lost their shit because they were like, oh my god, you're really about to put her in a title match with Bayley. And then Carmella came from outside because she went under the rope, and then came in and eliminated her because she wasn't paying attention. And
yeah. It was nice seeing Ember Moon. She's been gone a while.
Yeah. Amazing how many times they go to the well with finishes, huh? Especially with the same person. I didn't even see it, and the second you said that, I was like, yep, I know what happened here.
Yep.
Yeah, because Carmella really needed that. Woman's already been champion already. She won Money in the Bank. Now she has the Battle Royal. They have a hard-on for specific women there. They really do. Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder against the Revival, Dash Wilder, and Scott Dawson for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship.
You know, they did a in my opinion, good job of the, I was really rooting for Kurt Hawkins by the end. Because, Zack Ryder's getting the shit kicked out of him. Can he get to Kurt Hawkins? And then Kurt Hawkins...
so they really built up the hot tag.
And then you were like, oh my god, is he going to do it? Like, I kind of popped when it happened.
Okay.
They made me really want it to happen. I know some people are upset because the Revival lost.
Wait, whoa. That was weird. Hold on, there was a weird drop there.
They did a good job of telling the story. Like, Zack Ryder's getting the shit kicked out of him. He's in it for most of the match. Then can he get to Kurt Hawkins? And in comes Kurt Hawkins just laying waste. And yeah, I bought into the story by the end. I was like, oh my god, he did it. I know some people are upset that the Revival lost, but in the moment, I loved it. It's good.
Well, Because there's another story there. Kurt Hawkins has constantly lost match after match after match after match after match. The motherfucker hasn't like won.
Yeah, it's over like
it was a joke for a while. It's just like I've lost 150 something matches, but tonight I'll pick up my win. I'll take on anyone in the back and see if you can face the facts or something stupid like that. And then Finn Balor would squash him in like 2 minutes. And that's always what happened. So
he pulled it off, and it was great.
Which is cool, but it also comes at the expense of the Revival, who really need anything right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they lose it like tonight.
Oh, they'll probably lose it tonight.
Yeah, but in the moment, I was like, hell yeah.
The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal for the big ass trophy.
I went and took a shower, so I didn't watch it.
Okay. I'm looking at the result here, and I'm pissed off by who's the last one in the ring. Braun Strowman wins, but it's that fucking comedian Kyle and Joss.
The two SNL guys hid under the thing for the whole time. So then at the end, so I saw the finish where it's Braun trying to get rid of the Hardys.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. Just hearing what you just said.
It was exactly what I told you would happen, where it's gonna be Braun versus the SNL guys, because that's what they've been building up, and then Braun's gonna win.
Yeah, because that's what Braun Strowman needs to prove that like he can take on like the next like Intercontinental Champion or the next like WWE Champion is to fucking throw out two comedy guys from SNL. That's it.
It did lead to a moment later on in the night with the SNL guys looking just beat to shit, ice all over them. So they did a much better job with bringing in pop names. Not like pop names, but like wrestlers that you see from the past. And you're like, oh, cool, it's them. Like Ron Simmons says damn at one point. Mm-hmm. But they did a better job of it this time, where it's like quick things. They're not all out in the ring. And so Kevin Nash and Scott Hall are the doctors.
This is my I care face. It's just a giant what the fuck ever. I'm sorry. I know you're informing me. I'm not mad at you. I hear this and I go like, why do I want to watch this? But yes, that's cool that they did that. I guess I don't know.
I mean, it's better than bringing everyone out into the ring all the time.
Sure. This was a surprise. I didn't think this would happen, but also I'm looking at the time and I'm like, holy fuck.
What's the time?
2 minutes and 30 seconds for the WWE Universal Championship. This is not at all what I was expecting. Yeah. So I must have gotten this completely wrong about what kind of match this was going to be.
It was a great match.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's fantastic.
Oh.
So I missed the entrances because I was like, oh shit, WrestleMania is starting. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette right quick. So I missed the entrances because all of a sudden I'm like, Paul Heyman? Wait, what? Why is Paul Heyman out? What's going on? So yeah, basically, I guess it was, if Brock is not the main event, he wants this over with as soon as possible.
Ah.
Which makes sense with Brock.
Yeah.
Brock beats the shit.
You know what? I realized. Say that one more time.
What?
What Heyman said.
If Brock can't be the main event, he wants to go first and get it over with.
Just think about what that line is and try to interpret it differently. It's what happened. He got it over with quickly. Yeah. It's like, I'm not the main event. Fuck it. Just have me lose and let's go.
So he's just suplexing Seth Rollins all over the place. Like, Seth Rollins' back looked terrible.
Oh, nice. So it is a Brock Lesnar match. So I would actually enjoy this, but it just ended quick.
Yeah. So basically, he is just ragdolling Seth Rollins all over the place, and then something weird. Normally, low blows are like heel turns. People freaking loved it. Seth Rollins low blowed. It was this whole thing where the ref got shot out of the ring. Mm. Seth Rollins low blows him while the ref's out. Curb stomp, pin.
He's curb stomped him to death.
Yeah.
That's actually great.
Yeah,
yes.
It was fantastic. It was quick but great.
That sounds like that.
Mm-hmm. I think you'd really like it.
Okay. That actually sounds awesome. It's like I said, Brock Lesnar matches, even in 2 minutes 30 seconds, they're always different.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, we had Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. It was just a match, I guess. It went 16 minutes.
The story, because I was kind of like...
The story of the match that I heard was that nobody could see anything because of Randy Orton's light.
The light was bad. You could hear the crowd chanting, "Oh, please turn off the light."
I heard that, yes.
So I guess the story there was, can Randy hit the RKO? If he hits the RKO... No, because AJ kept...
Can Randy hit the RKO? It's his move. Yes, of course he can.
Because AJ kept countering it.
Oh, I see.
So the story was he needed...
Oh, the story of the match.
Yeah, the story of the match.
I thought they're just sitting there like, this WrestleMania build was, can Randy Orton hit his move?
No, so the story was, if Randy can hit the RKO, the match is going to be over.
Yes.
So AJ keeps countering and getting out of it, and
looking for him coming out of nowhere.
And
it's a very good strategy.
Randy never got the RKO. So.
No.
So in that sense, it was pretty good storytelling.
That's it's something that I've always loved about like the Kenny Omega and
that's what it reminded me of, because you always talk about Kenny Omega and can he hit, like, if he can hit his move, he's gonna
because that was the thing, his finisher was so protected that it's like he hits one and Winged Angel, it's over, and he usually always got it. Then he went up against Okada, and every time he tried to go for it, he couldn't get it, and that's how Okada would win, even though it would like take Okada like 2 Rainmakers or 3 Rainmakers to put him out. Then he finally hits it, and it's like, oh shit. Yeah. It took 3 matches, but we finally got here.
It was nice to have AJ not be like a dumb face. Like, faces so often, you're like, you're being dumb right now, you're being dumb. And to have him be aware of like, wait, I gotta watch out for that RKO.
Yeah, that one's a killer. All right. So, you said, and there's a reason why we're looking at this on my phone.
Because I didn't want to be spoiled.
So before we started, Jesus, my lip is still busted. It's not good. Before this started, we went outside just to talk for a second, like kind of warm up. And I was asking, I think you actually brought it up about the SmackDown Tag Team Title match.
I asked you to bring up the stuff, and
I didn't even look at it.
Yeah, so
and I didn't even look at it, and I went through and I was like, this team. And then you listed off the 3 teams, and I said, that's funny because the team that you didn't list is the first team I thought of.
Because my point was, as I was going to bed last night, I realized there was a team in that match that I couldn't even remember.
And to be fair, it's a team that really, to me, doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. So I remember...
Okay.
The Usos, The Bar, Ricochet, and Aleister Black.
This is hilarious because before we even came up here, you technically brought up the person that was in this match, and you completely forgot they were in there. So,
oh joy!
It was The Bar, The Usos, Ricochet, and Aleister Black, and the team of Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, dear.
Go and bury them now, because that's what you said you were going to do.
I was, because,
And I told you the second I bring them up, you're not going to do it now. Or you'll feel really bad for doing it.
I feel really bad, because I like them. But yeah, they were just there. And I forgot that they were even there. Like, now that you say that, I do remember there's this whole sequence of
you think I'm lying, but no. Nope, it's right there. Wow. It happened.
Yeah.
And
Not memorable.
And I told her, I was like, I didn't even look, and I listed all 4 of them. And
and why were they there anyway? Like,
I don't even get why they're a team.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's like they were like, oh, we gotta stick these guys together, and then, but why, I don't...
Yeah, I don't know.
They weren't involved in the finish at all. They were hanging out.
I'm not gonna lie, I look at this, and I look at it, and I'm like, they're probably like... I would have probably guessed that they were the most like nothing thing in this match too. That would have been my guess.
Yeah. Yep. They should have been there. They were forgettable. I'm sorry.
Usos win. Moving on.
Yeah.
Falls Count Anywhere match between The Miz and Shane McMahon.
So you remember me talking about how much I was like, freaking Shane and all that.
Well,
it was not a bad match.
Well, here's the thing. It was the same thing I said too. It was just like, whatever. It's like, I gotta watch Shane and Miz wrestle. And I was like, yeah, but you know what? It's a Shane match. It's Falls Count Anywhere, which means, Shane will probably jump off of something stupid or like fall off of something stupid. And I found out he fell off of something stupid.
Well, so there were 3 enjoyable things in this match.
Okay.
1,
Miz's dad coming up and squaring up. It was the
friggin'
funniest fucking screenshot I've seen in my life.
The shit out of Miz's dad.
Yes.
That was my hope. I wanted that violence. I got that violence. That led to Miz's...
What was your despair?
Despair.
Yeah. You said that was your hope. Now what's your
despair?
No, I'm kidding.
The despair was... Actually, that is coming. So that led to Miz's like, oh my god, you beat up my dad. Now I'm going to kick the shit out of you.
No, you beat up my dad.
Yeah. So then you get the face comeback. The despair is... God, it's just too much in the crowd, man. It was too much in the crowd. I was sitting there like, But the finish was fun because Shane didn't jump.
Yeah, I heard that the Miz, I think, suplexed him off of something.
He did that, when you grab the person and you have them up like this, and you go backwards. The problem was they were both down, but technically with that move, Shane's shoulder is going to be pinning Miz's, and that's how Shane won.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So the Miz goes all out for this move, and Shane wins by pure fucking luck.
Yeah.
That's lame. That's actually kind of lame. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. So,
but watching them do the move was kind of like, okay.
The move sounds fucking awesome.
I much prefer seeing that kind of move for Shane to fall off something than the usual, I'm Shane McMahon and I'm gonna run and jump and not break anything.
Here's why I think this is lame. I think that's a finish you could do in certain matches and it'd be fine.
Well, they had the perfect ref for that. They were using Charles Robinson.
Sorry, on ours
frozen.
On our screen we're frozen because the thing's probably trying to, damn it. But it's one of those finishes where but it's one of those finishes where it's like, I think this finish makes sense in a match where it's not a blood feud. I mean, this is a man who beat up his dad.
Yeah.
This is a blood feud. It can't end like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't. I think this is the way to continue the feud. You don't end a feud like that. Right?
But yes, no, sorry. You were mentioning Charles Robinson, and he was the ref in this match. That's actually kind of great. Yeah. That is. But yes, I would actually be pissed off with a finish like that for a blood feud.
Yeah.
That's just not.
Like I saw that and I was like, well, it's not done. But for the moment, enjoyable enough. Also, it was earlier in the night.
Yeah. Do we have to protect Shane's WrestleMania record? Is that why we got this finish?
I'd also rather kind of a screwy finish like that on a match like that versus like a title match, you know.
Here's where happy things start happening. The Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, featuring Bayley and Sasha. I guess you put Bayley and Sasha together. Baysha or Bayley.
Actually, I think Baysha is their ship name.
Gross. Nia Jax and Tamina, Beth Phoenix and Natalya, and the Iconics, featuring Billie Kay and Peyton Royce.
So, I mean, they're following two dudes falling off of a thing. So
it's a tough place to put them.
Yeah, like I saw people going like, I mean, it was okay, and I'm like, well, what do you expect? Okay, here are the things that happened that made me happy. Nia Jax getting thrown into steel stairs. You can't beat that. That's exactly what we want.
Actually, you know what? Would a finish like what happened with Shane and The Miz, even if... Well, actually, you know what? I think that moment would have probably sucked it out of me. Never mind. Keep going.
There was a bit too much Beth Phoenix for me.
She's back.
Yeah.
So people want to do that. You still got it.
Yeah, it's like the first women's Royal Rumble, and I was like, why did Michelle McCool get the most eliminations? Like, chill. It was kind of like that. Like Beth Phoenix did a great job, but I was still kind of like, okay.
Nostalgia.
Love the ending though. Love the ending. Beth Phoenix is doing her shit. Iconics come in, tag themselves in, pin somebody. New champs. And, I mean, they're heels. It makes sense for them to win like that.
Yep.
I freaking loved that ending.
Yep.
I know last time I was saying I wanted Bayley and Sasha to keep the belts for a little bit longer.
No.
But this was my number 2 want, and I love it. I love that they're the champs.
It's just Sasha and Bayley don't need it, and as a team, I just don't care about them.
Also, Billie Kay's entrance attire, amazing.
I heard that her horns...
She had to... Well, she was smart. She held her horns to get in.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would rather just go to the Iconics because they're an actual team.
I was worried when it started because the kind of story that was starting up was okay. We got to see Bret Hart. He did not come down to the ring. He just kind of came out for the pop of, hey, it's Natty and Beth Phoenix.
Yes.
But Tamina was freaking losing it. I don't know if she has history with Beth Phoenix because I wasn't watching then.
Okay.
But she was like Nia Jax was holding her back. And I was like, oh God, is that the story of the match? Because I don't want this. And then they were barely in it. Like Tamina and Nia, I was like, okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
So it was fine. It was fine.
But yeah, no, I would rather the Iconics win just because they're an actual team. And
they're
if you're going to have a tag team belt, actually give it to a team that's like been together and like actually been a thing.
Yeah,
they've been together longer than Sasha and Bailey. Sasha and Bailey had for the longest time this whole tease of, are we going face? Are we heel? Are we friends? What is this?
Yeah, Iconics
and it's just,
are
to me, it's lame.
Fit.
I've gotten tired of constantly hearing about Sasha and Bailey when they're not putting on the same level of performance that they were in NXT. It's just they together are insufferable.
Yeah. There's definitely some very hit or miss.
And people who have like followed me wrestling wise will know that I was like fully on board with Sasha back in like 2015. And I don't think it's her fault. I think it's more of the company's fault than anything else. But right now, I just do not care about Sasha, and I do not care about Bailey.
Oh God, you know what I hate? The Natalia double sharpshooter spot.
Yeah, that's got to stop. It was impressive and really cool back in like 2013ish.
Yeah.
Now it's just you got to stop doing it. It doesn't make sense. It's silly. It looks silly.
Like I'm sitting there going like, there's two of you. Someone punch her in the butt.
Yes.
And, like knock her over.
Like Cesaro does the swing. And it's always going to be...
He did the swing to Ricochet, and it was amazing.
Yes, and I saw that Sheamus was just doing the beats of the Baldrum all the time while he was doing that.
Yeah, that was an amazing spot.
Right. That will always get a pop because it is literally impressive. It doesn't matter what the size of the person is, that Cesaro will go and sit there and spin around and round and round and just spin this man to death. And it's something you can count along to. It's always going to get a pop. Yeah. A double sharpshooter doesn't.
I'm trying to remember. I do think Sasha and Bailey have started doing a little bit better to do like tag team moves. Like they've figured out a way to do some of their moves as a tag team, which is good. That should be a thing.
Yeah. Another big feel good moment. WWE Championship match: Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan.
This is probably my match of the night.
Okay. It went 23 minutes, and I heard it was really good.
That match showed that somewhere inside, WWE is aware that you can have a great story from simple wrestling. I mean, so much of it was just Daniel Bryan trying to get Kofi on the mat and keep him down. And Kofi trying to get out. And,
I wonder who booked this match.
I don't know, but it was fantastic.
Well, not booked it. Who was the agent of the match? Who put this together? Because just hearing you say that makes me think Daniel Bryan and Kofi probably had a lot more input in this than anybody else.
It felt very natural, and it felt very much like obviously you're gonna have like the hope spots. You're gonna have. It was kind of funny, the fact that Kofi is just like almost doing like a count of elbows to Daniel Bryan's head, and it's kind of funny having the crowd cheer a man with a history of bad concussions getting elbowed in the head.
It's funny, but hearing you say this kind of puts this like in it's true. Daniel Bryan is like the best wrestler in the world.
He did a great job.
He
was healing it up in a way that made sense.
Just think about this. When in 2014, when people were just like, yeah, no, Daniel Bryan is the best wrestler in the world. Like, there wasn't even a question about it. Like, you didn't question it whatsoever. He was the face. He was the biggest baby face on planet Earth. And everyone was like, there's no way you can ever turn Daniel Bryan. The people will never turn on him. He's a great heel. Now he goes heel. Daniel Bryan was always had like the ability to be a heel. Do you remember that he actually got so when the Nexus was a thing?
Oh yeah.
He actually got kicked off the company because
he strangled that guy with the tie.
He strangled Matt Striker with That was a thing. And so he has the ability to be a heel. He knows what to do to get heat.
Well, and to me, there's a difference. Like, there's heels for, like, your promo work.
Yes.
And there's heel...
In the ring.
He's good at both.
He's great at both.
He's really good at the ring.
Yes.
Interference was minimal.
He wasn't always good at the promo. He wasn't.
Yeah.
He was bad at it.
I still prefer the in-ring over the promo.
Oh, yeah, no, his in-ring has always been fantastic.
Interference was at a minimum.
That's surprising, actually. Well, actually,
that's
no.
One of the things
with Daniel Bryan, actually, no, it's not. But just considering how many people there at ringside, it's Big E, Xavier Woods, and Rowan, I'm surprised it was that little.
They put in there kind of this hope spot where basically Daniel should have been done, but he was on the outside. Oh. So Kofi's trying to grab him to roll him back in, but Rowan stands in between him. Kofi doesn't want to hit Rowan.
Yes.
Because then that's a DQ. So here comes Xavier. Here comes Big E. So it got that out of the way without sitting there the whole time going, is Rowan going to grab him? Is great moment. Great celebration. They had a custom belt for Kofi.
That is so lame because I wanted Kofi to lift up that hemp belt. What an image. A man that they brought into this company with a Jamaican accent holding up the hemp belt. Oh my god, it would have been fucking perfect. And I just want his SOS music playing while it's happening.
They brought in his kids for the celebration. I mean, this was a celebration that you would expect to end the night the way that it happened. They had the new Kofi's Champ shirts. And we're throwing them into the crowd. And
I think there's a case that if this was the match that they were going to do, that this probably should have been the main event.
Yeah.
The build doesn't justify it.
Right.
But the match does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like, obviously, I'm excited that the women main evented and everything, but that was just such a, like, feel-good, end-of-the-night moment.
It's like the... but this was a case where the build and the match really kind of justified it. There was an NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. I think it was the first one. It was Bayley and Sasha. And this is when I was like, Sasha is one of the top 5 wrestlers in the company. And probably like number 2. Fantastic fucking match. And it just had like the builds were right to it. The way it finished was all right. You had Bayley finally conquering and beating Sasha and winning the title.
Such a big moment.
It was so.
Is this the moment that Charlotte and Becky come out afterwards?
Yes, which at the time, we had a problem with because it was kind of like a wait, what? Like,
and now it's like, oh, look at that moment.
Now it's like, okay, everybody's like, well, whatever. I mean, still, me in context, that doesn't make sense, but yes, that's when that happened. And that happens, and the place, like, I
that was a good match.
I heard people say that they cried.
Yeah, I watched that match a couple weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've heard people say that they cried after that match.
It was good.
And it was completely justifiable that should have been the main event, build-wise and then match-wise. I'm like, how was this not the main event? And then we just got Kevin Owens and Finn Balor afterwards. And nobody like ever remembers that takeover for that match. Nobody does.
Well, that's what I want it to get to, right? Like, okay, now we've had the first women's main event. That's over. From now on, don't go, okay, we had women's last year, we can't do it next year.
No,
just whatever makes sense.
Whatever the build is,
do that.
Whatever it is, and whatever match you're going to like book along with
just do it.
Do that, yes.
Yeah.
But that's why I said it's like match wise, that probably should have been the main event. But build wise, it's
I was surprised. I was very surprised that both the Raw and SmackDown main belts were done so early in the night.
Yep.
But they were both good matches.
Yes. Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the WWE United States Championship.
So at this point, I needed a drink, and I was hoping for one of the singles matches that don't matter, like Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, or something like that. But I was like, well, you know what? I need the drink anyway. So I missed this squash. I was like, oh shit, is it over?
Samoa Joe squashed this man in a minute. And it's a shame because I was like, I think this could be this could possibly steal him a night. I thought this was one of the matches that could do it.
Yeah, I guess Ray was cleared, but not.
And then
100.
Samoa Joe, well, because it's one of the things I also said too, is like Samoa Joe is just a fucking bully. Like he will outpower Ray, but I was hoping Ray would fly around a little bit. apparently no. Nope. Get squashed in a minute. Eat this pin. Go to sleep. You're done.
Boom. Yeah.
I don't even know if he pinned him. He probably just like...
I think he got submitted.
Yeah, okay, so Coquina clutched them. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
See, I wish, I was like, now it comes on. It was a match. You get the feel-good ending of Roman, I guess, but it was... Oh, Drew's entrance was cool, because they got,
Did they get the NYPD
to
do the bagpipes?
And drums.
Yes, okay, so they did that for a takeover. That's why I remembered that.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's sweet, that. Yes.
Roman got, there was some pyro throughout this. Roman got, so much that I was sitting there going, all right, guys, it's getting a bit much now.
No, don't you remember? They still have a hard-on for Roman Reigns. Don't you ever forget it.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Oh, are we done? No, more. Okay.
That man came back from leukemia, and
they changed his logo.
Oh, really?
So you know how he had the spider-looking thingy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it crosses the ribbons now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I went, oh, that's cute.
I'm
sorry if people like that. That's your thing. I've been around people with cancer, and I just don't like cutesy things like that.
Yeah, no, because cancer isn't cutesy.
Yeah,
it's not.
I don't like the pink trash cans either. Have you seen those?
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
That's no. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, no, no.
But if you like it and it helps you or whatever.
There are some of those where it's like, oh, you go pink in October for breast cancer. There was a running back who actually got fined for this.
Oh.
D'Angelo Williams' his mother was.
Oh wait, this sounds familiar.
Yeah, had cancer. I think breast cancer. Yeah, it was specifically breast cancer, I think. So he would always wear. So he dyed his dreads pink for his mother, and would always wear pink cleats. And he would he wore it outside of October. He would constantly eat a fine for it. And I'm like, this is a show of first of all, it's a personal thing. It's his own fucking mother.
Two, I mean, even if you're going by the rules, you're gonna look like the bad guy.
Yeah, no. Even if you're going by the rules, you look like a dick.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. You don't get to be the good guy in this one. But yes.
Yeah, so that was a match. It was a match.
It was so funny to get the WWE app update of it, and it's just Roman Reigns defeats Drew, the big dog. No, I think it was the big dog defeats the Scottish psychopath, because that's always how they have to do it. They can't just say Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre after an emotional win, and Roman Reigns returned to WrestleMania after his battle with leukemia, and I'm like, this is way too much flowery language.
Yeah,
in a sport, this would never happen. If I was watching sports, it'd be James Harden drops 40 points and big win over whoever.
Chill out.
Yeah,
I do want to know if anyone is aware, because I heard this might be the thing. Were people chanting asshole right before Roman pinned Drew because they were tired of Roman once again? Or was it because the beach ball got taken away?
I hope I'm right about this, but I think it might have been the beach ball. Because if it was actually because of Roman Reigns, two things. One, that fucking sucks, because that man came back from leukemia. I don't necessarily care for the Roman Reigns character, but come on, guys. And two,
he was gonna win.
Right, yeah, he was gonna win, guys. Come on. And two, that should tell WWE everything. That motherfucker came back from cancer, and they still don't like him.
And even if the chant was not about him, they were still more concerned about a beach ball than him.
That's also concerning.
I mean, by that point of the night, I wanted a beach ball for myself, and I was watching it alone.
But I had no problem with Roman Reigns winning. I mean, it was a match against Drew McIntyre. Sure, do I want Drew to win because I think Drew makes more sense here?
I would have liked a switch.
What do you mean?
So I was in.
I can buy you one. It's $300.
I was in your wrestling channel on your Discord last night, and someone said they would have liked this switch, and I was like, oh, you're totally right. Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin, and then Drew McIntyre versus Kurt Angle.
Oh my God! Yeah,
would have been so much better.
Yes, and with Roman, it's just Roman really did no harm here. It's not like he was in a title match. He wasn't in really that big of a match. He was in a match with Drew McIntyre. That was his WrestleMania match. I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
And at least that build, where I looked at a lot of these singles matches, I'm like, why? That's at least one singles match where I'm like, there was a build to this.
Yeah.
It made sense.
I think that's another...
Drew was picking on Dean.
Another reason that I would have liked that switch to have Drew McIntyre versus Kurt Angle is the way Drew was in the Roman match.
Yeah.
Where he was grabbing Roman, beating the shit out of him, and being like, I broke the shield. Like, doing that good yelling stuff.
Yeah.
That normally comes across as very cheesy and I don't like, but it works there.
But he's the Claymore. It makes sense. He broke the shield.
And then sit there.
The Claymore broke the shield.
Yeah.
How did we not make that joke? Keep going.
Because Michael Cole sucks.
No, but you gotta say the big dog and the Scottish psychopath.
By the end of the night, Michael Cole had basically lost his voice, so it got better.
Yay! He couldn't talk. Alrighty, next match. Triple H and Batista in a no-hold-bars match said if Triple H loses, he would be forced to retire from in-ring competition. Which is hilarious because the exact opposite happened.
This is like after Roman and then going into this and then it being late in the night, like I was sitting there like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it to the main event. Everything's like sucked out of me.
I have one question. I understand that you want to put the stakes on Triple H and as he's like the COO of the company and make it seem like, oh shit, he could retire in the ring. But if Batista was just going to turn around the next like couple of hours and be like, I'm retired, why not make this a retirement match?
Yeah.
Put the stakes on both of them because
that would have made sense.
It would have made sense, but I understand that you got to get heat on Batista and you don't want it to be like, oh shit, Batista's retired and give him like a farewell clap. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I take that back. I take it back. I see the problem with that. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm guessing people who actually watched when Batista was around might have kind of enjoyed that match.
Yes.
I was not watching at that time. And one of my biggest issues with
there's no way. You know, keep talking.
One of my biggest issues
there's no way that's true. Please.
Triple H.
No, it's not. No, really, it is.
What?
Oh, of course, in Triple H fashion. Keep going.
Well,
I noticed something and I was like, it can't be, and I was like, oh my god, it is.
One of my issues with Triple H matches that happened is it felt like
I gotta take my time. I gotta work
as slow as he could. I'm like, fucking, I want to go to sleep, sir. I want to go to sleep. I don't care about your scraggly beard that you gotta rub and...
Listen, I'm the game. You can't tell me what to do. I'm not retiring. This isn't happening. I'm gonna bury Batista so hard that he retires. And I will have the longest match at this Mania. And that's what I was looking at. I looked at the time and it said 24:45 and I was like, wait.
It felt like an hour.
I said, wait, there's no way he... And I looked and I scrolled through and I was like, yes, he had the longest match in Mania. Of course he did. Of course Triple H had the longest match in Mania.
It was so bad.
He
didn't even win on his own. Ric Flair came out and gave him the sledgehammer.
What?
Yeah. He couldn't even put Batista down by himself. Oh my god. He goes on the outside.
Thank you, Rick.
He pulls up the apron, which now I understand why we had aprons and not LED screens. Although Michael Cole thought they were LED screens at one point. I swear to God, he made a call about LED screens, and I think Corey
because he was probably used to it. Yeah, that's
so Triple H is down on the mat. 5 minutes later, he thinks to get up, and so he starts he pulls the apron up, and he's like, I'm like, you're. The sledgehammer handle is right there, Triple H. I see it.
This is gonna be my favorite match.
And he's just like,
I know it is.
Let me pull back here with my left hand. I'm like, Triple H, no, it's on your right. It's right there. You don't even have to stretch, really. It's just right there.
Put it in my hand.
Like, is that it? And he pulls out two, and I'm like, can you pull them out? I know you know how to pull out.
No, he doesn't. He has 4 kids. He has no idea how to pull out.
Meanwhile, I'm like, so, what else is happening? Oh, Shawn Michaels is over here in commentary. Hello.
Oh, no. I'm going to love it. You know what, Ash? You just sold me that this was the best match of the night. I'm going to go back and watch this and enjoy it
when I
every minute of it.
You're like,
yeah. Yes. It's everything.
Yeah, okay,
Listen,
so
it's
here's-
everything I want in a Triple H match. It's just, no, we're going it slow. We're gonna have a technical wrestling match. I'm gonna hit you with my knee and then do a spine buster, and we'll roll outside in the ring.
pretty
We'll die for a
sure-
while. I'll bring out an old friend, Rick, bring my sledgehammer. We'll have Shawn Michaels on commentary, and I'll bury you. I'll bury you.
I'm pretty sure that's literally what he was saying in the ring because I heard a lot of.
And that's why it's gonna be the best thing to me. I'm just gonna sit there and laugh the whole time, and I'm just gonna mimic.
I think there were two other moments that I think you might enjoy then.
Yes.
One, fairly early on.
Oh my
So
god,
probably
this
like,
is gonna be
I
the
don't know,
best
what
match
felt like
ever.
10 minutes in.
Yes.
Batista tosses Triple H in like the timekeeper area. Now I expected Batista to then like talk to the crowd because it's gonna take Triple H a while to get back over. Instead, as I'm basically what happened is I went to grab my drink because I thought it was gonna take a second. So I go, the fuck? Because all of a sudden you just see a toolbox go and hit Batista, and I'm like, oh, he got a toolbox. And then Triple H comes over and he starts going through the toolbox. I'm like, there's no chain, pristine looking chain in my toolbox, and I have two, sir. What can happen there?
Where's my sledgehammer?
I will say this match taught me some tricks. Like, if you're trying not to actually hurt a person, but you're trying to hit them with the chain, set them gently around the announce table so the chain's actually hitting the announce table.
Set them gently. What is it, like a Thanksgiving turkey? Gently baste the turkey and then wrap the chain, hit the chain over the turkey.
And if you thought there wasn't enough nostalgia in this between Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair's corpse coming
This
around
is
by
gonna be
the
the
end,
best match.
Triple H
I'm gonna get so drunk and watch
goes,
this.
suck it, which I don't know.
The nostalgia.
Suck it.
Yeah, I know you guys like that. You'll say it. I know you will.
Yeah.
He is everything. Like, could you imagine if this were Roman Reigns? People would
Oh my
hate the
God.
shit out of this.
But you're so
with
excited.
Triple H,
I
it's-
did not love it.
No,
I'm
but
enjoying
with
this.
Triple H, it's almost comedy.
Talking with you is much more enjoyable than watching it. Also,
Yes.
so you know Triple H must have the short,
I
not
think-
short, the long entrance.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it's Triple H at Mania. I once came down in a chariot with my wife, and she sat there in her hot leather gear. It was awesome.
So I think-
Roman Reigns only got pyro. I had a car.
I think Triple H finally watched Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, I see.
So he's doing all that, and I'm like, okay, well, you know, he's towards the ring now, so maybe this won't be so bad. And then they switch to his actual music, and I'm like, oh god, is he gonna like stand there for this entire song?
Yes.
And so
Yes, he will.
puts his bandana down and everything. And he's looking around because you know he's got to make eye contact.
Wait, he
with
put a
people.
bandana on too?
Yeah, he had a
Oh my
bandana
god,
on
this is
everything.
everything I've ever wanted.
And he didn't drive the little trike that he was on.
I
He was
wish-
on the back.
I wish I was watching this with you because I think you would have thought this was the greatest match of all time.
Instead of well, so he goes through this whole like, okay, he's finally down in the ring. He gets the bandana down. He's looking around. Gotta make eye contact with people. And then he does the water thing. And I'm like, oh my god, you held water in your mouth that whole time.
Yes, he holds it for a very long time.
And then he got a water bottle to do it again and got water droplets on the camera. And I was like, all right, sir, you're getting your back
He had to
on
spit
the
his
camera.
water twice.
You got it on the camera. You
Yes!
got it on your driver, who just is doing the nice thing and driving you to
Triple
the
H
ring.
is getting his money's worth at this man. He's like, no, listen, I'm gonna have the longest entrance. I'm gonna do my water spit twice. Everybody loves that about me. I'm gonna tell people to suck it. I'm gonna have Ric Flair.
He did try to do everything, didn't he?
This is like a good timeout. I know what this is now. This is like Triple H like it's his birthday party, right? And he's like, he's got to find out how to top it every year. He's like, well, let's see. Last year I did the job for Roman, so this year it's gonna be my turn. I want my best friend Batista to come here. We're gonna have a wrestling match. I'm gonna invite Ric Flair. I'm gonna invite Shawn Michaels. There's gonna be a sledgehammer. We're gonna have a no holds barred match. I'm gonna make it seem as if I might retire and go away, and this will be it. But no, but at the end it turns out I win, and then a big birthday cake comes out. And fucking Stephanie McMahon comes out of it. That's hot. Can't wait to rail that tonight. and it just goes, ugh. And then we're going to have DX. I'm going to tell everybody to suck it. I'm going to bring in Sean Waltman and Scott Hall because that's cool. NWO was cool too, right? and that's all it is. And that's why it's funny to me. It's just, it's like, I don't even care about the nostalgia. Like, I don't pop for DX, but it's just fucking hilarious because this is the world this man lives in.
He's like,
this is his world, and it's fucking hilarious to me. He is an over-the-top anime character. He is the comic relief that's trying to be serious, and you can't take it seriously.
Did you hear about when he grabbed the pliers?
No, oh, please. No, please. Why are you making this the best match ever? Why are you doing this? You're supposed to convince me that this is bad.
Or was it also okay, so he got like a wrench thingy?
Yes.
And started putting them on Batista's fingers.
What?
Because he's gonna,
I'm gonna break your fingers.
Although, better than this match, I did see someone on Twitter saying that Pete Dunne was probably like raging hard on at that point.
Yes. Pete Dunne's my son.
But then, he got like, I assume it was pliers, because what else are you gonna, to rip out Batista's nose ring, which got a hilarious close-up of Batista's face with pliers coming out and going like,
like, please don't.
I like that moment more than all the other ones that you were.
Oh God, dude! I felt that match. I want to watch it now.
It was way too long. It was just madness.
It's beautiful.
Ric Flair's hair is migrating to the back of his neck.
It's getting funny now.
It's very thick back there.
Come on, they had a 25-minute joke match. How did you not enjoy this?
And I'm pretty sure Ric Flair by the end was like, "This is my son."
Thanks, Dad. All right, because I'll go on for 30 minutes, like a Triple H match if I don't stop. Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that match.
and Kurt Angle's retirement match, and of course, fucking Triple H's like, ooh, my retirement match is gonna be 25 minutes, and Kurt Angle gets 6 against Baron fucking Corbin fucking loses.
I was about to say that match was probably like 7 minutes at the most, because I went, fuck that shit I just saw. I need a cigarette. And by the time
I would need like 15 cigarettes after that one. That's like having sex. Are you kidding me?
I came back inside, and Kurt Angle was like, "Bye, everybody." I fucking missed it.
It's over. Thanks, guys.
Like, oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm guessing Baron Corbin. No, I did kind of see. So I kind of like peeked through the door, and I did see the ending, where you could feel the crowd being like, "No, Kurt, no, don't do it." So Kurt goes to the top rope for like a moonsault.
Oh God, I was getting ready to say, when you said no, don't do it, I was like, please don't tell me he was going to do a moonsault.
And Baron Corbin, of course, is like, nope, and just moves out of the way. And then gets up in the days. Kurt Angle is over. Which...
Imagine that, like, you wrestle and you beat Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, en route to getting here, and you lose to Baron fucking Corbin in 6 minutes.
I mean, I'm gonna assume Baron Corbin did his move that... I got a message from my brother some weeks ago when Baron Corbin was on Raw. That was just like, Baron Corbin is very proud of his baseball slide.
Yes. Oh, no. Every match, he's just like, he goes, he's like, haha, you missed me, and now I'm going to run I'm gonna run around right back in this ring, slide on in, boom. Yeah, that's his thing. Let him have his move.
Yeah.
It's like Dean Ambrose, like it's amazing to me. People make fun of Dean Ambrose's like that lariat he does where he bounces off the rope, like he tilts and goes, and then
I've seen Dean do that in a way that I was like, that was probably planned to do, but the timing was cool. A little off.
Yeah, yeah. But most times it looks silly.
Yeah.
This move is like of that level of ridiculousness to me. I'm like, you do this every match, every single time.
Chill out occasionally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't say if that was good or not because it was so quick I missed it. Whoops.
WWE Intercontinental Championship. Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley.
You know what? My complaint was I see this all the fucking time. It felt different.
Yeah, because the Demon was there in this match went for 4 fucking minutes.
You know what's crazy? Finn Balor puts on paint.
And he becomes
he gets brain cells.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, right, wrestling.
Like, Finn Balor,
this is simple.
Without paint, is like, oh my god, Leo Rush just distracted me and things. Put some paint on him, and he's like, I'll fucking get away from me, Leo Rush, and also I'll catch you. And I'm like, oh my god, he got brain cells. It's
like the evolution of, like, sport. You know what I mean? Like, and I hope that all wrestlers can get to this at some point, because it's embarrassing how stupid they are sometimes.
Yep.
You know, it's like in basketball, they invented the 3-point line, and not everybody was used to it yet. It was just kind of like, all right, you shoot twos, do your fundamentals, you know, you get the big man down low. And then one day someone was just like, this 3-point arc, we can score more if we can just hit more of these shots. And now the NBA has gotten to a point, and basketball in general has gotten to a point now where it's like, if you can't shoot the 3 and you can't shoot from outside, you don't survive anymore.
Get out of here.
You're done. You're not going to live scoring only in the paint now. Now you have to be able to score from the outside.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for the day that WWE gets their shit together and baby faces go like, oh shit, right, there's a match going on. I shouldn't be distracted by a Titantron.
Yeah.
Right, I'm in the middle of a wrestling match.
Yeah, it felt different. It was my first time seeing the Demon live. The Demon is so much smarter. And it was short enough to be enjoyable.
Yes. And you'll never see him again for 6 months.
Yeah. He'll probably lose it because he's not going to have paint on next time I see him.
Yep.
Main event time?
Main event. Winner takes all triple threat match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship and the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship between Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch.
So, first off, I wasn't a huge fan of the entrances. I mean, I like Joan Jett, don't get me wrong. But to go from, like, Charlotte's in a chopper, Charlotte gets down, and I'm going, oh, fuck, she's outside the stadium. Go to someone else's entrance. It's going to take her some time. I think I'm just a little tired of the Terminator walk that Ronda does.
Yes.
Too. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, you should have been in the WrestleMania where Triple H was the Terminator.
Oh, Lord.
He literally was.
I'm not surprised
He literally
to hear
was.
that.
I'm the Terminator, and he fucking got Arnold again. It's like I said, WrestleMania is like Triple H's birthday party, and he's like, I'm the Terminator. I'm literally gonna have Arnold Schwarzenegger in my entrance so that he could be like, oh yeah, da-da-da-da-da, and I'm the fucking Terminator. Like that's Triple H. That's what he is.
Oh,
like
Lord.
you don't understand. You don't understand.
No, because when I watched, he didn't have that kind of power.
No, but now he does, and he
was,
just takes it to a whole other fucking level
when I watched,
every year.
He was Triple H. He was number 2 in DX. Like Shawn Michaels was around until the back shit happened. But
sorry, the women's interested. Sorry, Triple H is even burying this.
So you have Charlotte who had a chopper.
Yes.
Then we have Joan Jett. Then we have Ronda coming out. Then we have Charlotte, and this is. At this point, not fucking surprising, because half the time, the champs came out first.
Becky's last.
Becky comes out last.
And she's just walking.
And she just fucking walks.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
She just fucking walks. She doesn't have anyone...
In her weird Kill Bill-ish kind of attire.
Yeah. I'm not going to mention the other thing I noticed. But yeah, she's like Kill Billy. But it's like shorts and like a shirt thing, so it's morphed a little bit. But yeah, very Kill Bill.
The colors are also inverted.
Yeah. Music the same. The man, she's just walking out. However, I was going, oh Jesus, we're about to have some fun times. I doubt you've noticed this because it's probably something I would notice and you wouldn't.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the way people do Charlotte's hair or Charlotte's hair itself.
Oh, the extensions?
If Charlotte is in a match where she does much of anything, her hair's gonna look fucking crazy by the end.
Yes.
It's
No, I
falling all
noticed
over
that,
the place
yeah.
and all that. Okay.
No, there used to be a while where WWE gave the women the worst extensions ever, and the matches just looked fucking hilarious. Like, you're giving women extensions.
Yeah.
Like they already have hair.
Yeah.
They don't need more, and it just got...
But so many of them still do have extensions.
Yes, and but there was a point where Charlotte's extensions got so ridiculous that I think there was one match where, like, her extensions just, like, were in the ring.
Yeah. Well, so I know, especially pay-per-view, Charlotte's hair is going to get all kinds of fucked up.
Yes.
However, Becky walks out, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, we're going to have two sets of fucked up hair by the end. So, hair parting, right? Hair parting is a thing. Becky has this part that's, like, right around here, and then she does the braid.
Yeah.
It was parted to, like, there, and I'm like, oh, fuck, now. She's going to look like Blanca from Street Fighter by the end. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what? Why? Why did you do this?
Our favorite, this reminds me of Dolph Ziggler, because Dolph Ziggler would always have his hair, like, slicked back and started to go, like, back in, like, 2011 and 2013. It's like, yeah, Dolph Ziggler, and then by the end of the match, it's just like, it's fucking spaghetti strings all over the place. Like, ah! He's got, like, a weird, looks like he touched, like, one of those, like, electromagnetic fields, and it just went,
So this was, okay, like, I'm tired by this point. So I'm already probably more judgmental.
Yes.
And all that. It was kind of weird. Like, it was very clear that Charlotte was running this match.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was kind of helping them along.
She was like, this is my Mania moment.
She was like the ring general. Like, you could tell shit was going on. I don't fucking know what's, like, when someone actually tweaks their knee, when it's storyline and stuff, but I did text you, and I'm like, well, Ronda and Charlotte are selling knee stuff, and that makes me laugh, kind of. Charlotte's got some blood going on at some point. Charlotte, once again, failed to break table.
I was hearing a little on Twitter that for the build of this match, it was a little underwhelming.
There's just weirdness.
Like which can break that.
Like, it felt like so much of it was Charlotte being involved to kind of run things that I was like, Becky feels like she's barely in here for a lot of it.
That's the problem that I have with Charlotte being in this match, and you can chime in on this one. Charlotte doesn't belong in this match. She just didn't. There was no point in her being here. This was a feud between Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. The match didn't go on because Nia Jax fucked up and punched Becky in the face and legit broke her nose. So, we never got that Clash of Champions match when she was the SmackDown Women's Champion and Ronda was the Raw Women's Champion.
Yeah.
That's the start of this build. There it was. And that's where it all began.
Yeah, there was,
Charlotte had no part in this. She wasn't supposed to be here, but she's here. And yet she's taking, from what I'm hearing, she's dominating this match or taking it over. I'm like, you're not supposed to, you're not the story here.
I'm guessing a lot of that, like, dominating was because she was the one kind of, like, calling the shots in the ring.
Right.
But it felt like, I was like, Jesus, okay, Charlotte, let's chill. Like, at some point she does leave the ring, so you get some of, like, Ronda and Becky.
Yes.
But so much of it just felt like it's either Charlotte and Becky or Charlotte and Ronda. To a point that I'm like, why is Becky laying out there again? Like, what's going on there? And it ended kind of weird too, because I text you saying, okay, I'm finally getting into this match.
Yeah.
And 10 minutes later it was done, and it ended in a way that I was like, what?
Yeah, I think that.
I don't know.
I think that the result was still going to be the same no matter what.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't think that was actually supposed to be the finish.
Because I heard people saying that some of the people involved looked kind of confused at the time.
Yeah, like, because I don't think that you would want the big triumphant moment for Becky to be that she countered a move into a crucifix and won.
No.
That's not a very satisfying
I was like,
ending.
what?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not surprised that it came down to a pin and not a submission.
Right. Well, yes, that's fine, but you don't want to make the badass superhero seem plucky.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
It was a messy crucifix. And on top of that, like, I don't know if they suddenly realized the time, but it was like, Becky wins. Wait, what? Becky grabs the belts. End of feed. Like, there wasn't a big celebration.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ugh, I had a 25-minute match, and my interest needed about 40 minutes. So, no, sorry, Becky. You get the main event, but now you get to also see what it's like to run out of time.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck just happened? And I never really saw Charlotte again. That's why I'm like wondering if maybe Charlotte did hurt her knee or something.
Something had to have gone wrong. And there are apparently reports coming out now. I don't know if they're true or not. That Ronda Rousey has a broken hand.
Oh.
Because I saw it earlier today. But keep going. Sorry.
But yeah, like, because it can be hard sometimes to tell like what's the selling of the match, what actually happened. I will say, as a person with a currently hurt knee, yay, still got the cane. There were moments that Charlotte reminded me of me trying to get around. And she did sound more exasperated than usual at one point on the outside.
Meltzer says Ronda suffered an injury. Ronda has a broken hand, a severely broken hand. She just was diagnosed with it. So I don't know.
I think they brought it with what they had.
Yeah.
I think they were all going all out. I just think that with it being so late in the night, I was drained. I'm sure the crowd was drained, and I feel like the agent, like the booking the match, was not necessarily as strong as it should have been.
No.
But I think they all brought what they.
I mean, it's not like I'm saying they didn't do their best.
They
but
teased some like great spots, and then someone would get out of it or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I'll go back and watch it and be like, oh, it's not as. It wasn't a bad match. It wasn't a bad match at all. But sometimes you watch something when you're not as exhausted.
Right.
WWE, cut the fat. Triple H, basically. But you gotta slow it down.
Don't motivate me. I'll come out next year. I'll just have an hour-long entrance. I won't even have a match.
But they gotta cut it down, man.
I'm guessing Alexa Bliss was completely nothing as a host because I heard nothing about her.
She came out at the beginning with Hulk Hogan. That was your Hulk Hogan pop. Yay.
Yeah, I was just like, whatever.
She spoke to the SNL guys one time, and she came out to say they had record-breaking attendance at that stadium, and then they had a dance break.
They do that
with R-Truth and Carmella.
They do that every time.
Yeah.
So it's the most people ever in a Mania.
She didn't do too much, which is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
WrestleMania
WrestleMania doesn't need a host. It really doesn't.
Oh, God. Something I did not mention.
What? Get
your shocked face ready. Lacey Evans came out. Didn't go down the ramp. Just kind of came out and was like, yeah. And then left. I fucking hated it. And it's not even like heel heat. It's just get off the screen.
It's called go away heat.
Yeah.
That's what that is. That's just
it's gonna take like 3 fucking years for me to even not walk out of the room when she comes on the screen. Good job.
She wasn't ready for this. Why the fuck did you call? Oh, right, because she's a blonde and in the military, and you thought that you can sell on that, and it turns out, nope, she's not ready for this. No. All right, that's it for Mania.
Yeah, there were a lot of cool moments. I definitely say split it up between 2 days because fucking shit's too long. Fix your shit, WWE, but a lot of happy endings, some cool moments. Eventually, you do hit that point where you don't notice the commentary anymore, and that's wonderful.
Yes. Too long didn't read, I didn't watch. I'm just reacting.
Dun dun dun.
All right.
Hey, I didn't rage like last year though. Last year I was fucking pissed off.
There's no way you could rage at the results of this. Yeah.
So that's good.
All right, we got video games to record. We'll see you later, guys.